I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, we have gotten some really good power forwards over the past couple weeks, so the top 10 power forwards have definitely changed a lot since the last time I did one of these videos. Just want to give you guys an updated top 10 power forward list. Looking at the 10th power forward here is going to be Pink Diamond Willis Reed. And also, guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' new favorite power forwards to run in my team right now. And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Willis Reed. He's a center power forward, 6'10", with a 7'1" wingspan. I think he's actually super underrated at the power forward position. I mean, besides the 56 perimeter defense, he does have some really good all-around stats. He has 77 three balls, a little bit low as well, but this jump shot, I can promise you guys right now, is super money, very easy to green with, and it's going to be very fast as well. To me, it just feels like a faster wing to easy jump shot. Dribble 6 is going to be really nice for a power forward, also having the MJ dribble style and the Kobe Bryant escapes. I mean, all around this Willis Reed card, going to be a very elite power forward. He grabs rebounds, he plays defense, and he's going to be a good stretch big as well. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, box out beast, brick wall, post lockdown, and rebound chaser as well. So for me, I do think Willis Reed going to be the 10th best power forward. Now coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be Dark Matter Tim Duncan. I mean, obviously, he is still a dark matter, so I feel like he still deserves to be somewhere in the top 10. He's got 20 Hall of Fame badges, which is absolutely insane for a card at this time of the year. He's also 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. Stats wise, I mean, he's just going to be an amazing defender. I think we all know about Tim Duncan by now. Like, he's got a 98 block, 98 interior defense, 86 steal, 87 lateral quickness, and an 87 perimeter as well. Still probably one of the better defensive power forwards in my team. Also does have a 79 three ball, 95 mid range. His release is not terrible. I do want to see maybe an update on these cards where their jump shots do get put to quick timing. I feel like that would make the card a lot better, especially with how many good power forwards are in my team right now that all have their jump shots on quick. But I do think Tim Duncan, still a very good defensive minded power forward and still one of the better power forwards in my team. Now, Anthony Davis, I do believe is going to be very similar to a guy like Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan is actually probably the better card than Anthony Davis, but at the power forward spot, I do like AD a little bit more just because he feels more versatile. He feels a little bit more mobile at the power forward position, right? He just is a little bit faster with the ball in his hands. He's got the MJ dribble style, Kobe Bryant escape, so he can move a little bit more, you know, create his own shot, and just going to be about the same on the defensive end because AD does get some crazy good defensive animations. Once again, though, just like Tim Duncan, obviously we'd like to see his jump shot on quick timing. Probably the only real big flaw with this card. I mean, yes, he does need some upgraded stats. Badges, I think, are fine on the card. He can maybe use a couple more hops, but I don't think it's really the hops that are a problem or badges. It's just really the stats and updating his jump shot to quick timing. But other than that, I think Anthony Davis still going to be a very well-rounded power forward and the 8th best in the game. And then coming in at the number 7 spot, I mean, this Pink Diamond Giannis card has dropped a crazy amount on the power forward ranking. He's still a really good power forward. He is 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. I'm starting to think he might actually be better at small forward now, because we'll talk about some other power forwards later in the video, but all those guys are like 6'11", 7 foot, 7'1". So I think putting Giannis to the 3 might actually be his better position. Yes, he's still nice at the power forward spot because he's super versatile, just like a guy like Anthony Davis. I mean, Giannis even more than AD. He can move with the ball, right? He's super fast at going to the rim. He's a great all-around defender. Like Giannis isn't going to be necessarily the best on-ball defender, but him just like helping from the corner, rotating, baiting lanes, you know, getting those really good defensive animations, and he just gets you a lot of stops in game. So Giannis, a very underrated defender, even though his stats may not look that crazy in game right now because we have so many good cards coming out recently, but Giannis always plays above these stats and just a great overall card in my team. Coming in at the number 6 spot, just barely missing out on my top 5 power forwards, is going to be Galaxyable Dolph Shays. Now, he is a very good offensive power forward. He is 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan, a super good offensive power forward. Like I said, he does have a 93 ball, 93 mid range. He's got a Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range, so he can definitely shoot from way beyond the arc. He's also not a bad defender. Like, he's not going to be a great defender, also being 6'8" at the power forward position when we got guys like I said, who are 7'1", 7 foot. So for me, I think Dolph Shays is just a little bit too undersized and not really the best on the defensive end, but offensively, he does have the Kyle Kuzma base on quick timing. I mean, it's one of the better power forward jump shots in the game, and it's on a couple other cards as well, like Vince Carter, and that's why Vince Carter is one of the best shooting guards, is obviously because of the Kyle Kuzma base. So he's got a great jump shot. He can move pretty well for a power forward, having the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. So I mean, offensively, if you're looking for a really fun power forward to use, a guy that's going to be super elite in the pick and pop, Dolph Shays is a really good option. But I think if you're going to match up against some taller power forwards, he's probably not the best option to go with. Now, talking about a tall power forward, on my number 5 spot is going to be this new free pink diamond Michael card. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I'm just going to call him Michael Candy because that's kind of the last like 5 letters of his name, and I think that's kind of maybe his nickname. I'm not exactly sure if that was his nickname, but I do know a lot of people are calling him Michael Candy or just calling him the Candy Man. He is a really good power forward though. He's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan, so he's got that height and wingspan to be very, very nice at the power forward position. Looking at his stats, very good defender, 95 block, 92 interior defense with an 86 steal and an 84 perimeter. I mean, the card's also got some pretty good Hall of Fame defensive badges and some pretty good ones on gold as well. I mean, this card is just really complete except for the 73 ball, but he's got the exact same jump shot as Joe Smith, except he does have it on quick timing. And we know Joe Smith has a great jump shot. If you guys have used his diamond card, he's still one of the better small forwards in my team. He's got the David Robinson base, which Joe Smith has, and then he does have the Al Horford upper, which obviously Joe Smith does have as well. So I mean, a very good jump shot. It's also on quick timing. Joe Smith, I believe, is only on normal. So, and to me, he's just a taller Joe Smith on the offensive end. They have the same jump shot. He's also got the MJ dribble style, which I believe Joe Smith has as well. And then he's got the Kobe Bryant escape. This card, I mean, he can move really well for a 7-foot power forward. Yes, his 3 ball is only a 70, but he can actually knock it down a lot more than you guys would have think. So for me, I think the Candyman is going to be the 5th best power forward. Now, guys, coming in at the number 4 spot, this is where we get to some very, very elite power forwards. For me at number 4, I'm going to go with Bob Nidelecki, kind of for the same reason. Dolph Schayes is a little bit lower on this list. Yes, he's super nice on the offensive end, but he's 6'9". He only has a 7-foot wingspan. His player model isn't too great in game. He kind of looks like a small forward. Like, he looks even shorter than a guy like LeBron. Like, I think for defensive purposes, I would even rather a guy like LeBron at the power forward spot, just because LeBron does have a way better player model. But the reason I have Bob Nidelecki over a guy like Dolph Schayes is because stats and badges wise, he is going to be a better defender. He's got a 94 block, 94 interior defense. He's got some amazing Hall of Fame defensive badges. That's why I think this card is still somewhat, I mean, Dolph Schayes is usable, but this is why I think Bob Nidelecki is still one of the best power forwards in my team, is because of these defensive Hall of Fame badges and the stats as well. Because offensively, we know he's basically just going to be another Dolph Schayes. He's got one of the best bases in the game and the O-shaper set base. He's also got the Tim Duncan upper, which is really nice on guys like Dirk Nowitzki, and then he's also got some pretty good dribble sigs with the MJ dribble style. So I mean, for me, I do think Bob Nidelecki is going to be the 4th best power forward. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot might be a little bit surprising, but it's going to be the Galaxy Opal Yi, which is crazy to say for how good of a power forward he is, because we all thought when Yi came out that he was one of the best free cards we would see pretty much the entire year, but we got a better free card in this top 10, which is absolutely crazy. You guys can probably guess, you know who it is, but He's going to be a really nice power forward. He's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan. For me, he's just kind of a better Bob Nidelecki. Like, he's got a really good jump shot. I'm not exactly sure what base this is. I actually know this guy in real life. Like, he is Canadian, and I've actually met him in real life at a personal gym that I go to. Just kind of a side story there, but I actually know who he is. But his base is actually pretty good in my team. He's got that on quick timing. It's like Ignis Bergauskas. I cannot pronounce that last name, but I know his first name is Ignis. He's got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. And yeah, overall, he is a great card, man. Like, he's one of the better power forwards in my team, and just a better Bob Nidelecki. He can stretch the floor really well. He plays good defense because of his height and his wingspan as well. But there's just better power forwards in my team right now, like my number 2 spot, like my second best power forward in Galaxy Opal Dirk Nowitzki. He's going to be a power forward center, 7'1" with a 7'3" wingspan, and he's just slightly better than Yi. I do like his jump shot a tiny bit better than Yi, and I do think he's a little bit better on the defensive end. But honestly, guys, I think Dirk and Yi are very, very similar power forwards, and that's really preference of which power forward you do prefer. And then on my number 1 spot, I think easily the best power forward in the game. Like, I think he's another level above guys like Dirk and Yi as well, and that's going to be the free Galaxy Opal Kevin Garnett. He's a power forward center, 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. And the reason why I think he's a lot better than guys like Dirk and Yi as well, because if you look at his stats, wise at least, what does Dirk and Yi do better than KG? Now, you guys would probably say he can shoot the 3 ball better, right? That makes sense, but we'll definitely come back to that. But defensively, KG is going to be a lot better than Dirk. He's a lot better finishing on the rim, and he's a lot faster, right? That's pretty obvious. And same thing with Yi as well. So that's where KG definitely has the upper hand in the speed category, finishing around the rim, and his defensive as well. Way better than guys like Dirk and Yi as well. Now, you're saying, well, he's only got an 89 3 ball, 93 mid range, doesn't have all the same Hall of Fame shooting badges as guys like Dirk and Yi. But if you come to the animation screen, he's got the LaMelo Ball base, which, if you guys know, is on guys like Tim Thomas. One of the reasons why Tim Thomas is one of the best cards in the game. It's also on Kazi Russell as well. So In my opinion, I do think he's got a way better jump shot than guys like Dirk and Yi as well. Yi and him, I think, have the most comparable jump shot, and I actually prefer KG's release a little bit more than a guy like Yi. And then 666 wise, he's going to be moving way better than guys like Dirk because he's got a really good size up in the De'Aaron Fox size up, and he's got the Kobe Bryant escape, which, you know, guys like Yi just don't have, right? Like, he's got basic escape and the pro size up, where KG can actually move on the court. And once again, he's going to be a way better defender. And then offensively, like, I think he's not that much worse, and maybe even a little bit better than guys like Dirk and Yi on the offensive end. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about those top 3 centers, you know, KG, Dirk, and Yi, and let me know what you guys think about my top 10 power forwards, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.